Hello, black man. What's going on? This is episode 24. How y'all doing today? It's Monday in the building, 6/28 of 2021. And let's see. Yesterday, kickball, North End, Hazelhurst, Mississippi. I appreciate everybody that's coming out and having a good time. Listen, being active that way, one, it brings back a lot of memories of maybe some of the athleticism we've had in the past. But man, you talking about to and to have still have that competitive spirit is a great thing. When you talking about some exercise and you talking about some people, it is some people walking slow today. I guarantee you, there are some people walking slow today. But man, I had a good time. Every time we played kickball, I've had fun. Every single time we played. And this past time, man, we had some people come from near and far just to participate. We're playing kickball. My dad is 65, over 65 years old, Mr. Kenny Coleman, about the same age, and those guys played kickball. So I don't know what your excuse is. I do not know what your excuse is for getting out there, man. You may have some real reasons, but if it's just laziness, then you don't have a real excuse. My dad played kickball yesterday. I'm talking about fielded kicks, ran down balls, ran bases, caught balls in the outfield. So for me, it was a momentous day. It was definitely a day worth, capturing and remembering the memories, man. Listen, just a lot of fun. So we got two things coming up in Hazelhurst. On the 10th, we have a bridge in the gap where we're going to get out there with the kids. So all kids, Copiah County, come down, come out. We'll have food. We'll have jumps. We're going to have some organized kickball, basketball stuff. We just want kids to come out and know that they can be amongst adults and we have a good time together. Just some structure things. We're not going to, have a million rules, but of course we want it to be safe, a great environment for people to come out and just kind of have fun. And then on the 18th, our crew will be playing kickball again on the 18th. So if you haven't played kickball, you have two opportunities coming up. You got an opportunity on the 10th and opportunity on the 18th to come out and play some kickball. Kickball. Do y'all remember kickball? Do you really remember playing kickball? And I'm gonna tell you this right here, and this is what's crazy. Rodney Barnes' wife, Selena, caught one of a kick of mine playing kickball. We were probably in the 5th or 6th grade, and I never forgot that. Like, it's one of those sports memories that you never forget. Like, certain things happen, hitting the home run, doing this, doing that. And I think we might have been down a run, 2 out, something like that. And she caught a kick of mine to my, like, straight away. Boop. And man, I ain't never forgave her for that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't never forgave her for it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I want to be sure to remember that. I'm gonna tag Rodney in this episode and see. But I never forgot that. I never said nothing to her about it, him about it. But it's one of those things that kind of stick out for me from elementary school. Your memory gets kind of choppy as time goes on. You get those birthdays up there, certain things you don't remember. But that's one of those memories from elementary school that I've never forgotten. What's going on, Stephen James? What's going on? Hello, Black Man. I know you're doing some great things today. Just here with another episode of Hello, Black Man. I have a phenomenal young man that has helped me out a whole lot. Will be on the show today. And the old folks say Terry. I don't know if y'all know. Y'all might not be around like some old people, but the old folks say Terry. So we're not going to tarry long. We're going to bring this young man on. And he is doing some tremendous things in the marketing branding department. Some things that we need, we as a community and we as business owners all together can do a better job at. So that's kind of where we are today on the Hello Black Man podcast. This thing is moving, man. I'm telling you, every viewer, I appreciate you jumping on, give me a little bit of your time. And this is a positive show. If you're looking for that controversial uh, button head, we can address issues. We can speak eloquently and speak positively about a lot of things. But my lane, a lot of times when people get on social media, they feel like they have to address everything. They have to address every topic that comes out. Now, I mean, we're not against giving our opinion on things, but my lane is transparency and communication, and I know that's the lane I want to stay in. So if it's not about that, then then what am I doing? I want to stay true to what I said I wanted to start. And this episode, we'll see that. So listen, don't forget, make sure you click helloblackman.com. Check out the web page, check out the site, grab some journals, man, start your journey. And like I said, these things are for you. These this complete uh, journal journey mission is for you. It's for you to have something for yourself, for your loved ones, for past, present, and future. So listen, I have a young man going to come on today, and he's going to tell you a lot of things you need to know, and how he's helped evolve and help mentor, help coach a lot of people. So without further ado, our guest for tonight. Oh, I hit the wrong button. It was I was like gonna click him in, and I clicked the wrong button.
What is going on?
Steve, what's up with you, man?
Not much. How you doing, bro?
You got it. You got it. You out and about today? What you taking care of, man?
Yeah. So I just had a technique class for boxing, and I was like, okay, I need to go ahead and pull over and find like a good area. So I'm over here at the Starbucks. So
So
getting it in.
let me ask you this here: you're taking boxing classes?
Yeah.
You. This is something brand new or what?
Yeah. So I started at the beginning of June, and they had like a free class, and I tried it
Yeah.
out. It wore me out. I was like this close to quitting, but I was like, man, I got to keep going. So yeah.
Do you want to get to a match status? Like you want to have a real boxing match?
I don't know. We'll see where it takes me. We'll see.
I mean, you're a young man. You're a young man. You can. I mean, you still got time to get into those type things. But as far as physical fitness, boxing is one of the most, I don't know, I guess physically demanding sports. People don't understand. They say, well, you just punching. That's all you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But most boxers, you don't see a lot of out of shape boxers. You see out of shape basketball players. You
Yeah.
see out of shape baseball players. You see out of shape football players. But most boxers
Mm.
are locked up. Most boxers look like bodybuilders.
Yeah, you're not gonna find an out of shape boxer. Like the class that we had, I was like,
Yeah.
bro, I was over here trying to hide and stuff. And he's like, nah, come here, come to the middle. I'm like, nah, why you do that to me, bro?
Oh,
So yeah, it's real. It's real.
that's what's up, man. So listen, we'll get started here, man. Go ahead and tell the viewers who you are, and then tell them a little bit about yourself, what you do.
Mhm. Yeah, so I'm Baylan, and I run a content creation agency. And what we do is we create marketing for online brands. So we'll come in, we'll look at their online presence, and that's where we'll come in and actually create the content for them and the marketing plan. So yeah, that is what I do. And we have a couple of team members, and we have a couple of clients that we've been able to help grow, hit six figures, 5 figure months, and all that great stuff. But yeah, that is what we are.
That's what's up. And where are you located?
Yeah, so I'm in Fort Worth, Texas.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. I mean, like every single guest I get on here with, I have a connection with every single person. And so, what's the Air Force base in Fort Worth? Is it Carswell? No.
I'm not too familiar with air bases,
Let me see.
Air
Hold on.
Force bases.
I gotta look it up now. I gotta look it up. Hold on. When I say it, you will know it. The name of the Air Force base is yeah, it's Carswell. Carswell Air Force Base. Are you familiar with let's see, I can't remember any of the places you stayed. But I went to middle school for a year in Fort Worth.
Mm-hmm.
1 year I went to a middle school out there called Money Middle School.
You
So that's
said
where
money?
Money, Monnig, Money,
Oh yeah,
Money
yeah.
Middle School.
That doesn't sound too familiar.
Do you know Cherry Lane? Do you know where Cherry Lane is?
Oh, this sounds familiar too. I literally just now moved forward like a month ago. So
Yeah.
I mean, I've been
Cherry,
here. I've been here quite a bit, but I haven't
yeah,
really just.
Cherry Lane is near a mall. I don't know what mall is out there. But my sister was in the Air Force at Carswell, and I came out there and stayed with her for a year.
Mhm.
So for this particular episode, man, I have my journal here. The content you've helped us out with, especially the website. So we appreciate that. You can go to this site here and see some of Bacon's work and some help he's helped us out with. So I'm going
Mhm.
to ask you a few questions out of the journal,
Mhm.
and
Okay,
let's see what we come up with today.
sounds like a plan.
All right. So question 12 in the journal. It says, "Hello, black man. What is your dream job, and what can you do to make this dream a reality? What's your dream job, baby?"
That's a great question. I would say my dream job would be touring as a DJ.
Mm-hmm.
So going like to different countries, different states, and just being like a tour DJ and just having like a great time, making the crowd go crazy, and just yeah, I would say a DJ, like a
Man, that's awesome.
travel DJ.
So let me ask you this right here. So what can you do? I mean, what can you do to help make this a reality? What steps can you put in place from your standpoint? You're a marketer, you're a brander. Uh, how can you help put yourself in that position?
Uh-huh. Great question, great question. So I would say putting myself out there as
Mm-hmm.
much as possible, but doing it intentionally, because you can put yourself out there, but if you're not doing it intentionally, it doesn't really matter. So I would say going to
Mm-hmm.
networking events that have to do with DJs and all that great stuff, going to the local clubs around here, trying to get my foot in the door in that, and even having it to where I could potentially DJ for a bar or a club for
Mm-hmm.
free, just to show them what I could do for them, and then going from there and just really building a solid foundation down here in Fort Worth, Texas, maybe even Dallas, to eventually, maybe get a connection to where I go on tour with maybe an artist, and then from
Yeah,
there, we could actually go ahead and grow that. So,
that's what's up. So where are you moving from?
so I'm moving from Cleburne, Texas. It's about 35, 40 minutes from where I currently live.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it. All right, let's go. Question number 2 will actually be question 13 in the journal. So we'll flip over one page. It says, "Hello, black man. What are some goals that you have accomplished? Talk about goals you wish to accomplish, and tell me about a plan for some of these goals. Like what you got coming up, and tell me some things you already knocked out. Say, hey man, this was on my list. I got this done."
Yeah, so literally a couple of days ago, I hit my first six figures. So that was pretty awesome. But as far as what I want to accomplish here in the next couple of years, if not next year, I want to be $1 million company. So, so we're
Man,
looking
that's
at
it. So listen, hold on 1 second. How old are you?
23.
Listen, and I want people to understand how great your mindset is at 23 years old. And so for you to say hit six figures, it's nonchalant. You know what I'm saying? It's like I hit six figures. So you know, and so to me, as one, I guess you have intentionally hit six figures. It's not like you won a lottery. You have grinded out to those six figures. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm,
Up late, up early, out late, whatever need to be done. And
mhm,
so I tell people all the time when you put certain work in, you expect certain returns.
Yeah.
So if you're working for six figures and you get it, like, yeah, I mean, okay, I got six figures. I've grinded to that point. So
Mm-hmm.
man, I think that's awesome. And like I say, I tell people all the time, man, at that age, you're 23 years old. Basically, you're basically half my age right now.
Mm-hmm.
And that mindset, at 23, it didn't cross my mind. Six figures wasn't crossing my mind. Generational wealth wasn't crossing my mind.
Mm-hmm.
And I applaud you uh, for that.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your next? Like I said, your next goal is $1 million company, $1 million, have $1 million business.
Can you say that one more time?
I said your next goal, one of your next goals, you say is to have $1 million plan, $1 million business.
Mm-hmm. What's my plan for that? You hear me pretty well? It's kind of cutting out, so I'm moving to like another area.
Okay, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
It's,
Still kind of choppy.
yeah. It says my mic is on, cam is on, but I
Yep.
can't
Yep.
hear you too well.
You still can't
Okay,
hear me?
maybe. Let's see.
Mic check. Mic check.
Oh, I can hear you now. I can hear
Okay.
you.
Good deal. Good deal.
Yeah.
I just said, you were talking about one of your goals is to become $1 million company.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good deal, man. Okay, so
Still
the next
cutting out.
question, what about now?
Yeah, it's kind of staticky. I'm trying to change my area. Let's see if that'll work real quick.
Let's see what you got. We'll do a quick commercial and we'll be right back. Hello, black man. This guided journal is being made available to build character, confidence, and define the inner person.
It has been deemed clear that our culture and our past has hindered black men from being open and vulnerable. Hello, black man.
Hello, black man. All right, we're back in the building. Back in the building. Back in the building. Trying to see if Baylan can get some connection from his standpoint. Just let me know when you're ready, Doc. Let me know when you're ready. And yeah, man. So listen, we got a lot going on. Are y'all watching these playoffs? We're gonna pause real quick and let Bailey get his connection under wraps, man. You know how it is when you have some bad connection. You just can't hear, can't see what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Oh my God. So I don't know. It's okay. He said he's ready. He's gonna leave his cam out. Baby, you there?
Yes, sir. I am here.
Oh, you good to go. You good to go, just like that. You good to go,
Mm.
just like that. Maybe the camera feed is causing it to causing it to drop. I guess because it's so much trying to do video and audio at the same time.
Yeah. And I got Sprint too, so you know how that go.
Oh, yes, I do. Say say less, say less. So listen, let me ask you about your, I guess a little bit, I guess your education background, if you pursued it. So question 16 says, "Hello, black man. Did you attend college? Why or why not?"
Yes, I did. I did indeed college. And I made the decision to go to college physically, but never mentally. And I
Mm-hmm.
got there, and I went. I pursued music. Barely got into the school, and then I was like, "Huh? Why am I trying to do music production and I'm learning classical music?" So I went over to business, and I'm like, "Bruh, why are they teaching all of this outdated stuff?" And eventually, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Let me just go to another college because uh, our parents say they know what's best for us. So I'm like, okay, let me try and go to another college in Texas. And eventually I was just like, I just can't do this no more. I'm not getting anything out of it. And I feel like I didn't really want to go to college in the first place. So what am I really doing here? So,
Got it. So let me ask you this here: what do your parents say about the fact that you are making so much money and you
mhm,
did it your way? Like you didn't take the traditional. You have to go to college in order to make six figures. I know people say the percentages are if you do this, then you should be able to obtain this. I know people with master's degrees working at Walmart. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Not
Hmm.
not that there's a knock against it, but there's no guarantee. And
Hmm.
then and for you to I guess attempt it and then say, hey, that's not for me.
Hmm.
Just tell me a little bit about, I guess, your the feedback you've gotten from your family.
Yeah. So I haven't gotten much feedback, if I'm being
Hmm.
honest. I mean, the most pushback that I had was when I wanted to pursue my own thing. Is really just like, are you sure? I mean, you sure you don't want to go to college and just finish off? But I haven't really had any feedback. I mean, of course, I'll get the congratulations and all that great stuff, but there hasn't been much feedback, at least as of now.
Got it. So
Mhm.
that so they're pretty much saying, hey, you got it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, do your thing. You ain't asking us for money every week, so
Yeah,
you must be
exactly,
doing pretty good.
exactly. Hmm.
Man, that's what's up. All right. And you say, like I said, you kind of told us about your major music, and it wasn't really connecting with what you wanted to do. And so I tell people all the time, so if you get in those situations in school and you don't have a passion for it, then you just kind of going through the motion. It's no different than working a dead end job. It's no different than working a job that you don't want to be there for long.
Hmm.
Just taking classes to take, getting a degree in something that you don't want to pursue. So while you're young, you know, change it up. You know what I'm saying? So what you did was absolutely phenomenal.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Good deal, man. So let me ask you this right here. Question 24 says, "Hello, black man. What or who motivates you? Describe how it feels to be motivated."
Hmm. That's another great question. So, what motivates me?
Yeah. What makes you get
Oh,
up at 6 o'clock? What makes you go to bed at 2 a.m. sometimes?
hmm, yeah. So, I would say, really, my family. I know it's very cliche, but just coming from where I come from, I would really love to put my family in houses and allow them to create generational wealth for themselves. So I would just say not me making a million, but being able to produce a couple of millionaires in the family. So I would say that's what
Man,
motivates me.
so listen. So your mindset is so intriguing to me because when you talk about millionaire status, your first frame of mind is generational. Is
Hmm.
produce it within your family. Not saying I have to have $1 million. Once I get it, then I could give somebody else $10. You you are already speaking these things to where your family is involved. That you get your family, ground level involved in, the things you're pursuing, how to get in, how to make money, how to create this generational wealth. And that's something that I don't know, I think we as a community, we focus on some things that we're not going to change people's mindset. Whereas we could really take that time and energy into focusing into something long term.
Hmm. Exactly.
Man, that is awesome. So you're a DJ. So this next question is going to be right up your alley.
Hmm.
It says, if you could only choose one song to play every time you walk into a room for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Ooh, you got some solid questions. I love them. I love them. Um, ooh,
One song, rest of your
what's
life.
up? I would say "Money Trees" by Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, that's a classic. That's classic. People keep saying how classic that song is.
Yeah.
That song gonna be a banger in 40 years. 40 years from now, when that song come on, you be like, okay, I know that song.
Yeah, yeah. You gonna
Like,
have to
yeah.
singing it and everything.
So, are you a Kendrick Lamar fan? Give me your top three? Give me your top three artists of all time. Top three.
All time, okay. So I would be wrong to not put Drake up there. I know a lot
Okay.
of it's
I'll
very
tell you
controversial.
what, we'll do the Mount Rushmore. So we'll give you four. So you got Drake. You got Drake on Mount Rushmore. Who else you got?
Oh, I would say he said all time, correct?
All time.
All time. I'm gonna have to give it to Michael Jackson. I mean,
You got to. I mean,
yeah,
like, it's hard to deny the greatness. Yeah, I agree. And you know what? I don't think no one has ever said Mike. You know, when I asked them their top four artists of all time, I
it's very.
guess because his relevance has maybe subsided a little bit as late. But when you look at catalog and impact,
Mhm.
yeah, okay, yeah, you got two bangers already. So Drake and MJ, you can't take them down.
Exactly, exactly. Um, let's see. I would say, um, probably have to be Lil Wayne. I mean, I'm not too much a fan of his now, but just how he changed the game, I would just have to give him his flowers.
Yeah, his hot boy days, man. Hey, that was straight heat. I
Mhm.
mean, like I say, I would say from 90, 95, 96 to '05, that run was amazing. That run from 95 to '05, Lil Wayne, absolutely. When you knew Tunchi was on a song, you knew to tune in.
Oh yeah, exactly, exactly.
All right, so you got Weezy, you got Drake, you got MJ.
Mhm.
Who we gonna put on? Who the last one to go up?
Ah, man, that's a tough one. It would probably have to be J. Cole, in my opinion, just because of
Okay.
him being able to tap into multiple. I wouldn't say genres, but he's able to tap into multiple people, if that makes sense. So he got the, he can do the trap, but he can also do like the melodic stuff where he makes you feel it. So
Yeah.
and also his run has been pretty long, so I would have to give him his
Yeah,
flowers.
I probably say the last 8 years, J. Cole has been on fire. So, so it's one of those things where I guess in his defense or in the fans' aggressiveness, he can't put out enough music. That's the only thing that I've seen, and
Oh
he
yeah.
makes people. He's like, I'm not dropping a song every 6 months. I'm not dropping an album every 6 months. I'm not. He not going. He not going. Jay-Z this thing. Kanye. Like Kanye's put out a record every 18 months at one time,
Mm-hmm.
and so he's kind of, I don't know, kind of feeding us the way he wants to, wants to lead us on. So that right there, I kind of I admire him for putting out music at his pace, if that makes sense.
Yeah, 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 exactly. Actually, you know what? Speaking
Oh,
of Kanye, I would probably have to replace J. Cole with Kanye just because Kanye is Kanye. Regardless of what we think about him, Kanye is still a musical genius.
I am a huge Kanye fan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a huge. I'm talking about overall from a fashion standpoint, and I'm washed. Like they say, I'm washed. I'm washed. I don't have a great fashion sense,
Mm-hmm.
or I don't have a great wardrobe, or anything like that. I dress, I guess kind of nostalgic.
Mm-hmm.
From that standpoint, vest, tie, suspenders and stuff like that. Kind of, I guess, old school at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But his impact on the fashion world has been probably underestimated, probably undervalued and underestimated.
I
Uh,
agree.
you
I
know,
agree.
people don't really understand. Like he's selling to all walks of life at all types of prices. You know,
For real.
right? This is not like starter jackets. This is not like Jabot jeans where it's just impacting one segment of people.
Mm-hmm.
These Yeezys are being sold in Japan, France, Australia, People don't understand
Exactly.
how much money this man is making uh, off of this brand. They don't,
Mhm.
cannot.
I agree. I definitely agree.
Man, that's what's up. So let me ask you this here: what's next for you?
Mhm.
What you got coming up? You moved to a bigger, I guess I would say a bigger city environment, maybe more opportunities for
Mhm.
networking and things of that nature. So what you got planned, man? What you got coming up?
Yeah. So as far as what I have planned, the focus right now is just growing Vite Media and scaling that up
Mm-hmm.
to where we want to be, and then from there, I want to, of course, grow my personal brand just a little bit more, and then yeah. So that's really the main focus right now is just growing and scaling Vite.
Mm-hmm.
And then aside from those things, I would say getting into a club down here in Fort Worth or Dallas, like a multi genre club
Yeah,
DJ.
yeah,
Mhm.
that's huge. That when you can get into a place that plays all types of music, your networking expands so fast. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? It expands so fast because, just from people on the outside needing to get in. And, once you're the DJ, you're the gatekeeper. You're the gatekeeper of what get played and what doesn't get played.
Exactly.
I've seen all type of people say, "Hey, I need to talk to the DJ." I'm not I'm not worried about the club owner. I'm not worried about who is performing. Like, who DJing, that's who I need to talk to. Like,
Mhm.
that's who's in charge of how the night gonna go, how my night gonna go.
Uh-huh.
And people, I think some people underestimate, the power of a DJ in the club, but I don't. Like, I've been to those clubs where they say, "Oh, so and so here. Okay, I know this is a good time.
Oh yeah.
So and so here, so and so there, in two different locations. I know which way to go. I know that DJ, that name, I know I don't have to even question how this party is gonna turn out.
Hmm. Exactly.
That's what's up, man. That is what's up. So listen, I got so also, in my repertoire of journals, we do have the Hello Black Man. And
Hmm.
so I'm gonna ask you one random question from the entrepreneur, because you are indeed uh the, I guess, like the definition of a black entrepreneur.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
give me one number between 1 and 52.
Five.
Number five. Why did you choose number five?
Five is my favorite number.
Good deal. All right, I got you. Oh man, this is gonna be good. And of course, it's not an easy question. Now you know that by now. But this question is question five. It says, "Hello, black entrepreneur. Describe in detail the pros and cons of business ownership." That's tough.
Ooh,
Yeah, I
that's an
know,
amazing one. Uh-huh.
I
Uh,
know, I know. I tell you what, give me two pros and two cons.
yeah.
I'm gonna give you a condensed.
Hmm.
Two pros
Okay.
of business ownership. What's your two pros? If you telling somebody, "Hey, jump into business," what's your two pros going to be?
Yeah. So pro number one would be time freedom. So when you have a business and you own it and it's to the point where you want it to be,
Mm-hmm.
pretty much you can do
Cutting out a little bit.
anything on your list, or if you have a party to go to, taking off or anything like that. Business ownership. Can you hear me pretty well now?
I said you were cutting out. You back in now. I can hear you. I can hear you clearly.
Hmm. Did you catch the first pro, or should I reiterate it?
You just talk about time. Yeah, I caught it.
Okay, cool, cool. So pro number two, I would say that's a great question. I would say being able to look at something that you're building on your own and seeing it blossom. So it's kind of like planting a seed in the ground and you're like watering it, and then eventually it starts to sprout, and you're like, dang, I really planted that seed. So I would say just being able to see each day your growth and where you're going with your business, and just overall how you're able to impact people. And I would say that's the number one thing, is the impact that
Hmm.
we're able to leave on people. Like a client that we're working with, they call Line Out Watches. Um, I'm pretty sure he's going to get a house soon, and he's doing pretty well with his business. And just being able to impact others in a positive way is something I would say is a nice pro of business ownership. And then also that kind of ties in with the planting the seed and seeing it grow.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
So, so what's your con? So now it's time to pay the piper. Like, what are those things that you say? Okay, you need to be wary. You need to be mindful that this is what's I guess what's it going to really take
Mhm.
for being a business owner. What are those cons or those things? Those I guess opportunities if you want to keep it positive.
Mhm. Yeah, so I would say a number one con is that everything is on you. So if you mess up, it's your fault. If
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't go right, it's your fault. I mean, you can point fingers all you want, but at the end of the day, it's your business. So I would say that's the number one con. And the second con, I would say, is let's see. Mm, I'm thinking. I love business, so uh, as second kind would be, let's see, um, mm, trying to think of some things that have. Uh, that's a hard one. That's really a hard one. Might have to come back to that one. A second
It's
kind.
all good. So listen, I guess if we'll table that one, and like I say, if what's your parting shots, your parting shots, or if you have any wrap ups or anything you want to tell the people how to get in contact with you, what you do, how to follow you. I got your information on a ticker below. From that standpoint, your IG, your Facebook, and your website. Tell people, I guess, in your parting shots how important it is to for branding and marketing, getting out there, and how to get in contact with you and what and how you can help them.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, so firstly, branding, marketing, content creation, that's very important, because you can have the best product in the world, you can solve cancer, but if you're not able to put it out to the world correctly, then it's going to be very hard for people to,
Mm-hmm.
one, trust you, to actually want to buy with you. So the number one thing to getting people to actually wanting to do business with you is trust. That comes through branding, marketing, and content creation. So that's where we actually come into play at vite-media.com. So essentially, what we do is we take a look at your business, and we'll look at your Instagram feed, your Facebook, your website, and we'll let you know how you can do better. And if you're already doing pretty well, we'll let you know. But yeah, so that's what we do. We take you from point A to point B to help you level up your online presence to bring you in more customers. And again, you can find us at Vite, so that's VITE, and then dash, so that's the actual symbol, and then media.com. And then my Instagram, go ahead. I'm
Go
listening.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead. I was gonna say, you got your Instagram there and your Facebook also.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So my Instagram is VAYLAN, So that's my Instagram. And then for my media company Instagram, you can find us at VITE Media. So yeah, that is what we do.
And that's what's up, man. And just I guess for the viewers' knowledge and understanding, you the collaboration and creation of HelloBlackMan.com. We thank you and we appreciate all your help from that standpoint. pushing us and getting us into a better platform, a better season. And we want people. We've sent people your way, and I trust you. We got some more people coming.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the love.
Yes, sir. All right, that's it for tonight, man. Thank you for your time, and we appreciate you, Baylan.
Awesome. I appreciate you.
Yes,
You
sir.
have a
Thank
good
you
one.
much. Yes, sir. Man, phenomenal young man. He's 23 years old. Six figures, 23 years old. Do y'all understand that? It's 23 six figures is what he's working on. And his next goal is $1 million company and to produce millionaires in his family. What? His goal is to produce millionaires in his family. That's what you want. That's the mindset that you want, the mindset that you need to create this generational wealth. Man, listen, this has been another episode of Hello Black Man, the podcast. We appreciate everybody that's jumping on. We appreciate everybody that's following the movement. And listen, this is not a scripted show. And we have some technical, I guess, some video feedback stuff. We're working through that, and also the questions. These questions are tough. We don't give people opportunity to always just have something written down. The question in these journals are tough, and they are designed that way. So when you start writing, you got to dig deep. You got to really dig to get some good answers, get some good feedback, and decide. You got to decide if you want to be transparent or not. So this has been another episode of Hello Black Man, the podcast. We thank you. We appreciate you. Hello Black Man podcast featuring Baylan Mozon. We're out. Thank you so much. Hello Black Man.